Hello everybody, my name is Anton, welcome back to Let's Play Victoria 2 New World Order as Germany. Let's continue on from where we last left off. So we're just finishing up some military training. A lot of guys being built in Dusseldorf. Is there anyone else I can build? It looks like there are. So instead of building everybody in Dusseldorf, because that makes absolutely no sense, where the hell is Dusseldorf? Frankfurt, there it is. So what are you guys building here? You're building some infantry, so get rid of the infantry. We have a tank and artillery. Can we build one infantry here? Build the tank here instead of no, not the tank. We want to build the artillery here instead. Cancel the artillery there. Get an infantry. And then I think there were 3 infantry, so we'll do that. And that'll help it build just a tiny bit quicker. Yeah, we're building 3 more troops. We are getting some people into our sphere. Well, they're not in our sphere quite yet. They're just right now cordial with us. But they're cordial with us, and they're not cordial with anybody else. So I'm assuming it might be just like a slam dunk. We should be able to get those guys quite easily. Also, are there any we can't expand some naval bases. I don't really know if we need to though. Like, are there any good ships we can build? Destroyers? I mean, not really. So I think we're fine. The Soviet Union. Wait, what happened to Yugoslavia? What are you, Yugoslavia? You, what the hell? Thanks a lot, Soviet Union. You're not even trying to get them. You just did it just because you could, which is like the most dickish thing you could have done. So I don't know exactly what happened. It just seemed like it lowered. No, it didn't actually lower everybody. It lowered everybody's, except for. So I'm assuming it lowered it with everybody that is not communist, because everybody like theirs went up. They're communist. Everybody else I think is a democracy, or at least like an HM's government. And it went down with all of them. So that's going to be building up really slowly, but it's really the best we got. We'll improve relations with them as well. I feel like we kind of need to get them. Solution of the Eastern Bloc. What is this one? Several events will make the Soviet bloc weaker. Eventually, they'll collapse due to internal weaknesses. Events might weaken the Soviet Union are... So am I supposed to? They lost the war? Well, I'll press the button because it's available. So I'm assuming this is available because they lost control of Hungary. So that means that the Soviet Union is getting weaker. And it's only been like actually it's been like 12 years. And the Soviet Union's kind of already falling apart, which is good for us. Okay, here comes the Soviets. We could discredit them back, which I feel like maybe is actually the best choice we can do. Maybe lower our thing with Switzerland. Yeah, they've just stopped. Which is good. We'll improve relations with Yugoslavia some more. And apparently we lost our relations with Italy. Italy, why did you break our alliance? Oh, probably because we become a great power. Okay, that actually kind of makes sense. We can get Switzerland up to friendly, so we will do that. Fantastic. We might actually maybe want to get Sweden into our sphere as well, because they are allied with us, so it makes sense to do that. They launched a Sputnik, so okay, so the Russians have started their space program. Improving relations here. It's a good thing the Soviets just aren't trying to get anything there. And eventually we should... Oh, Yugoslavia, what's going on? So this is over Bulgaria, I am assuming. But I will back Yugoslavia. Seems that Bulgaria has the backing of France. Well, This doesn't seem good. Anti-tank weapons. Maybe we should actually start getting some upgrades here. Army supply consumption, Cold War. Let's get some military tactics. Sounds good. So I'm really not 100% too sure how this works. Okay, so the UK's backed me. Will that mean that you want to peace out? No. The Soviet wants to back me. The United States wants to back the French. I'm assuming if the Soviets join me, then they will just then it'll be done. They would not accept this offer. But I want my relation with Yugoslavia to be higher, so it sounds like it's a good idea. As long as the Soviets back me before the Americans back the French, then it should be good. Yeah, there we go. They should say yes. White peace, fantastic. They should like me more. Will you actually ally me? You would not accept because they actually... Well, maybe now that we are over 100, they would accept an alliance agreement with me. Probably not, since they are still communist and we're not, but you never know. Also, did all our troops finish training? They did, but this is only 54 stack. We have 11, which is too many. We can send an infantry over to this guy. Why are you at... You're 410. You are... You have no tank. Where are all your tanks? This guy I think has too many tanks, so we'll send you down here. So we have then... You only have 5 supporting units and you have like all infantry? Actually, what we should do, how about we just combine all of our troops? Let's just find like a really high supply province. Like I saw somewhere with like 210. Yeah, everybody go to Frankfurt. We'll all just stand there and then we'll balance everybody out into good, reasonable sized armies. So combine 37, 27, just really split off perfectly. We'll have 296 brigades, just because those will be, yeah, lose militancy. We just have too much militancy. 15-4-13, 15-3-14. Well, we can make them 100 stacks. If we build an artillery here and a tank here. Can we build? We can build only one, so eventually we're going to have to wait until we can actually build a tank. But hopefully that should be soon. Yugoslavia, would you ally me? They would accept an alliance, so that should boost our, our opinion quite a bit. And it looks like we're no longer discredited, which is nice. How long does discredited last? It doesn't feel like it only took 180 days. It feels like it was a lot shorter than that. But I guess half a year actually isn't too long. So we definitely outnumber the German army, or the East German army, I should say. They have 5 brigades. We're at 68th. We could also, just start pumping out infantry, because there are just a bunch of European troops that we can just train, so we might as well just do that. As far as I know, there's really no reason to do it. So who's likely to win this election? It seems as if the voters... Looks like they're mostly liberal with a bit of socialist. But we can't see, because there's an election going on, we actually can't see the estimate. And so that's a bit odd, but that's fine, I guess. We still have really low prestige, which is a little bit disappointing. We can get Yugoslavia back up to cordial, where they should have been all along. Well, they should have been up to friendly by now, but... Rally of Switzerland. So Switzerland will put on our sphere, Yugoslavia will put on our sphere, maybe Austria as well, assuming nobody's trying to get them. Is anybody trying to... Yeah, there's a lot of people who are friendly, but they're not actually putting points into them, so maybe it'll be fine. Benin, Cameroon... So they've released a bunch of... Look at these guys. They have a bunch of satellite states, but they're actually still just the French flag. That doesn't really seem fair. This does have to stop. We need to maintain vigilance in foreign affairs. Mali owns Senegal. I don't know why, but that's fine. So who is this? This is Ivory Coast. These guys are actually they're the same color as well. No residency. Okay, we got the Central African Republic. Angola. Who was the person who last left Africa? I think it was the Spanish with Western Sahara. But it might have been the Portuguese. I'm not 100% too sure. It was one of the two. We have no research. Okay, so we have this one. This is fighter attack. Well, we have a lot of fighters. It also allows construction of bombers. I mean, we already kind of can build the bombers. Well, we used to be able to until the game decided that we're not allowed to. Okay, so you're the artillery. Who was missing the artillery? You were. So I guess 100 stacks are fine. And they both have 15 infantry. Okay. Actually, yeah, they're 99 stacks, of course. And then we just start pumping out infantry just because we can. Apparently we're still not buying enough clothing, which is... That's clothes and footwear. It's completely different than clothing. So, buy a bigger stockpile. Because we probably have a lot of guys in our country. I still don't understand why the seculars get mad at this, but we'll support it. And I think the communist... We got the populist, so the... yeah, they're coming back. And German patriots. I still don't know exactly why they're here, but... Yeah, these guys are just going to stand over here in Berlin. Can't really do much with them. Free trade will never leave. Of course it won't. I don't even know why they even have protectionism in the game. It doesn't do anything. Okay, but the conservatives won again. What's this house look like? Got decent populist, traditionalist, socialist. It's very, very even. Everybody's about the exact same ratio as everybody else. They can mobilize 280 troops. That's quite a lot of men. But I'm assuming we're not going to need them at the moment. Oh, so now the French are trying to get Switzerland. Of course they are. Why do you do this, France? Did I pause the game? I did pause. No, I didn't pause the game. They influenced them like 4 points and then just stopped again. So I don't know exactly what they're trying to do. Seems a bit odd to me if you ask. Yeah, I guess what we could do is build up at least some naval bases. They're expensive. We can only have 4. We only have enough states for 4. Right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. At most, we would have 5. Actually, no. At most, we would have 6. If we owned East Germany as well. But I don't see us getting East Germany anytime soon. Also, Czechoslovakia and Poland just broke off of the Soviet Union. So we'll see how that all plays out. East Germany, if you can just leave the Soviet Union, that'd be great. Just don't be under their protection anymore and everything would be a-okay. Did we get dropped down again? No, I don't think so. And where is... So, Switzerland at 55. So, Switzerland will be done soon. Yugoslavia. Oh. Okay, well, there goes Yugoslavia. What are we going to do about Yugoslavia? I have no idea, because it doesn't exist anymore. Let's get this tech. So all that point that was spent is basically has been for nothing. There's still only like 2 communist dictatorships left. So what is this? This is the Yugoslav Wars. What was it exactly? Let's see. So Serbia is trying to do something against Croatia. And then Bosnia is trying to annex this guy. Then who the hell is this? Hazard Bosnia. Well, okay then. Well, Serbia is the person that we're allied to right now. They are still communist. They're a presidential dictatorship. Bosnia is a... Wait, no. Which one's Bosnia? Bosnia is a populist dictatorship, somehow with a conservative government. Croatia's a democracy. Slavonia is a democracy. Well, we'll see how this whole thing plays out. Macedonia is also a democracy, but Serbia decided to remain. Wait, what is this? As the war turns out, we. After the war, it turns out that we occupy the whole territory of former Germany, not taking into account lands other countries according to da. I'm gonna just can I save the game right now? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna press to grant them independence, but I have no idea what that does. That might just force us to. Does that do? Okay, it did end the game. I thought that somehow it would just force us to be annexed by Germany, which would have been a bit odd, but luckily that did not happen. So I guess what we can do is, well, Serbia likes us, but they're communists. So, you know, that's a bit of an issue. We have 2 more democracies up here, and these are the people that we should be, you know, spending money and supporting. So can I give them? I'll give them a little bit of subsidies. We'll support you. And then you're Serbian. I'm assuming they support Bosniak and Croatian. And what the hell do you support? You just support Croatians as well. Well, it looks like Croatia is going to win the war against Serbia, so we'll improve relations with them. But now I feel dumb about supporting Yugoslavia during the whole Bulgaria issue. Now they just own Bulgaria. You know, they shouldn't own that. Build more infantry because we can. Are they German or they're European? I think. Well, if they were German, then we could have made them into tanks and stuff. So obviously they're of the European culture. So France only has 125 stack in their country, so they don't even seem like they're that powerful. This whole thing is, well, it looks like Bosnia is winning here. We can put Switzerland into our sphere of influence, so finally we'll have our first sphere member. Fantastic. I mean, if nobody's trying to get Austria, then I feel like we should just kind of put points into them. I don't think they want to ally us or anything, but it seems like it could be beneficial to have them in our sphere. They're allied right now to Hungary. And can East Germany just break free? Like, that would be quite convenient for me. Unification. Yeah, if we had East Germany, we could join NATO. Okay, and then that war's over. France is trying to annex Algeria, which is under 100% controlled by rebels, so that's interesting. And then Bosnia is doing their whole thing. Okay. Well, we have a German troop, so we actually need to build a tank if I remember correctly, so we will put one of them in production. Just so this guy, you are missing a tank, right? Yeah, 15, 3, 14. So we'll give you a tank. These guys will eventually just join up with this 12 stack. And they need to be 15. Right now they're at 4, 4, 3, 8. Oh, East Germany's now a democracy. Okay, so East Germany, Romania is now also a democracy. Serbia is the only like communist country left, other than, you know, the Soviet Union itself. Well, I mean, there's a few over here as well, but that's beside the point. So, are we just going to invade East Germany? Will there be a decision to annex them? Well, I mean, I know if I put them in my sphere, I can just... If I put them in my sphere, we can just get the event to annex them, which might actually give, like, a lot of... prestige? What does this event do? We get 22 prestige. I feel like that's better than just attacking them, so let's do that. Prioritize them maximum. I don't care about Austria at the moment. I don't care about Switzerland at the moment either. They won't accept. They're very, very close to accepting, but they won't do it right now. We don't need a relationship with Serbia. Sorry, Serbia. You're not that important to us. So that should get us an alliance with East Germany. I mean, they only have 15 brigades. Like, it would be super, super easy just to annex them, but... Oh, well, or we can just get a decision to do it. On 28th November 1989, you know, we're a little bit early, but we will unite it again. Oh God, what have you done? German reunification, we'll press the button, and we are united as whole. But I do think that this is going to be a good time to end this episode, so thanks everybody for watching. My name's been Anthony. If you've enjoyed, remember to thumbs up. If you're not enjoying, you can always thumb down. If you want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.